Hey, thanks for checking out my channel. I'm making this one on the Marti report that I received for my 2003 Fx4 Level II. I tried looking online for production numbers from Ford or to see if anyone else knew how many Fx4 Level IIs with a manual transmission and transfer case existed. When Ford came out with them, they only had them in 2002 and 2003. In 2002, there was no Fx4 Level II package. It was just the Fx4. So 2003 was the first year of the Level II package, but it was the last year of the manual transmission and transfer case. So what the report says is Ford made 238,539 Rangers in 2003. Of those, 51,028 were 4x4 4-liter V6 super cabs with the 4 doors. Of those, 8,755 had a manual transmission, and then of those, 1,341 of them were painted bright red clear coat. Of those, 324 came with the ebony red cloth sports bucket seats. So that means that for 2003, there were 324 ebony red Fx4 Level IIs with a manual transfer case and manual transmission. Now, what I kind of don't like about the Marti report is that they're giving that information. They're trying to reduce this down to my truck was only one of 100 because they're throwing in these stats of 112 came with privacy glass and 100 were with a front license plate bracket. I'm not aware that the privacy glass was even an option on any of the FX4s or the FX4 Level IIs. Those were all standard equipment. And then the license plate bracket is subject to what state it was shipped to, whether the state has a requirement of a front license plate bracket or not. So it's not that my truck was one of 100. My truck is one of 324, and I'm really not concerned about whether it was a class 3 trailer tow hitch or if it was the tow hook on the rear. Mine doesn't have the tow hook, but even then there were 160 of those. It's this number here is the one that counts. Now, I think for the money that you spend for this, which is roughly $90 to get this information, and it was 8 weeks to have it be delivered when it was originally said it was 14 business days, but whatever. They don't list on here that it was equipped with the Fx4 Level II package. They just say it had ebony red cloth sport bucket seats, which was only available in the Fx4 Level II package. It was available for black, white, and red trim, where the silver and blue Level IIs came with a black and blue or an ebony and blue cloth sport bucket seats. So with this, I'm going to guess that in 2003, if Ford did an even distribution of Fx4 Level IIs with the manual transmission and transfer case, that they only made 1,600 of them, because the Fx4 Level II was only available in 3 colors: black, white, silver, red, and blue. So 5 times 324 is roughly 1,624. Let me see, 1,620. If my math is correct in my head, feel free to correct me if it's a big deal to you. But anyways, so over the last 22 years, there were only 324 of these trucks. And, you assume how many of them ended up getting wrecked or rusted out and eventually destroyed. So, and certainly I doubt any of them have the sub 100,000 miles that mine does at roughly 96,600 miles, I think is what I'm at 86,600 miles for it. Anyway, so, all right, if you're thinking about a Marti report, I really don't, I can't say that it was worth the money. Maybe, I guess I'll see if someone's really looking for a low production number or something to go with it. You can go that route, but in this case, it doesn't really tell me anything about there. I kind of knew that the Rangers were the Level 2s with the manual transmission and transfer case were rare. I didn't know it was down to roughly 1,600 of them, which I don't know what the math is, but that's easily less than it's less than 1% of production, probably closer to 0.5% of production for the Rangers in 2003 for what they were going through. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for checking my video, and I'll hopefully get another one out soon.